Good day, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Green Zone Podcast Show. My name is Peck. I'm a financial markets analyst and public speaker, amongst many other things. And I am your amiable host for this show. So today we're going to be treating a very interesting topic, right? Talking about the ongoing discount sales of the festive period, how people want to take advantage of the festivities of the period, of course, and take control of buying things, buying impulsive sales, and many other things. And we have an amazing guest with us today, right? He is no longer a guest. I can say that for a fact because he's someone that has grown to become a friend of our show, right? So I'm going to be seeing him much more often because his ideas and perspective to things are something that I really want to dive deep into, right? So our guest is going to be introducing himself and he's going to be telling us what he does. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Spec, for having me again. Honestly, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. I didn't take it for granted. Thank you for being a good friend too.
I should be thanking you because you keep honoring our invitation.
Honestly, thank you. Oh, okay. My name is Emmanuel. I'm a financial market trader. Economist,
and many other things.
So that's it basically.
All right. So once again, thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you for honoring our invitation, rather. And so, as I was saying, now we're getting close to the festive period, and we have companies doing discount sales, 50% off, buy 2 of my products, get one for free, and all of those things. Now, people naturally would not want to miss out on these opportunities, but then we can still come to the reason that people want to spend just because it is 30 December, let me spend all the money that I have worked for to the beginning of the year. It's time for me to spend it on myself and have fun. But then people forget that January is going to come, and then there are children fees to pay, there are bills to pay, and all of these things. All right, so my first question for you today is, what psychological tactic do you think businesses use during this period to ensure that their products or their discount sales are irresistible to buyers or potential customers?
Okay. Maybe before I go to the question, let's maybe do some background stuff so it will help us to understand the context very well. This December period, this festive period, so to say, prices of goods and services tend to increase. Naturally, that's the season it has to be is, and if you look at the inflation numbers has to increase. And what it means is that there is usually a more demand purchasing a lesser commodities. So what causes that hike in demand? What is the factor that actually causes it? One of the factors we can say that causes is people's expectation. People tend to, they just tend to want to spend because of the festive season.
I've walked over the months. Let me enjoy myself. 30 December.
Let me feel at least now. Life is not hard. So all some of those things is some of the things that internal intrinsic factor that makes people to spend more in this time. And sellers, producer, people who sell and produce, people in the supply side, they understood this and they tend to take advantage of it. So, and they now sit down to ask themselves, how can we prepare? What is the strategy can we put in place that will make us to sell more? Right? And they sit down, they understand the psychology of how people think. Most times, people don't want to miss out. I think it's called FOMO, fear of missing out. You don't want to miss out in commodities, especially when there is a discount.
50% off.
50% off
for the next 24 hours.
For the next 24 hours.
You will find any means to get the money.
Because they don't want to miss out opportunities. And that's psychology, that's how we are wired.
But you know what they say, that some opportunities come just once, right?
Yes.
So if, for example, a product is going for 50% discount, right? For me personally, I can say it's fair enough, right? 50% of any product is actually a fair deal. But then if they don't buy it at that particular time, what are the chances that they will get it again? Because not all opportunities come frequently. Some come just once in a lifetime, right? So what are the chances of them getting that same opportunity again? And
Man, okay. I don't think for me, my own ideology, you can, but that's my own ideology. I don't believe the opportunity comes in a once in a lifetime. I don't believe it. I just see it just like a fallacy. Why? Why did I say so? Any idea or any product, any service that somebody is just telling you that this is the only one, that he can be the only one to produce it in this competitive economy where things are rising, technology are rising, people's intelligence are, people are thinking outside the box, and tell you that he's the only one that can produce that same commodity. I don't think it's true. Why? Because in this competitive economy whereby before you bring an idea to the table, in just few time, somebody else is looking for you and finding a way to improve on that idea. What is missing? What can I add? How can I even rebrand it to make it innovative? What is innovative? Finding a way to recreate something that is already existing and hide the identity better. And make it better and hide the identity where I copied it from.
Just like what SpaceX is doing currently,
exactly.
That they're making electric cars to improve on what the evolution of cars over the years. Now, so basically, we can just say that you can get anything at any time.
Right? If you didn't get it now, it will always come.
And you might even get a better one because things will keep on innovating. Right.
So before, as far as people continue to exist, right? As far as there is still time. As far as there is still time and people continue to exist, for me personally, I don't think there is no opportunity in a lifetime. There will always be opportunity. It will always come. It will always come. That's my perspective.
So what exactly do you think is the major factor that makes people want to spend more during this season?
Okay. People spend more during this season because just like people say, that's a psychological thing. Because of they want to buy less. They want to, because there is a 50% discount. They want to buy both the things they need and the one they didn't need. Do you understand? They want to find a way. They want to look at it. They want to take advantage, right? And they forget the opportunity cost. If you buy a commodity X, let's say you buy commodity X, right? Know that you will spend less for commodity Y. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Let's say you have, let's say your budget or whatever your income is, let's say 100,000 or 200,000 as case may be. So if you spend 70,000 to buy commodity X because there is a discount in it, remember that you're going to spend the rest less, which is 30,000 for commodity P, and you need these two commodities to live. So the question is now, the commodity X you are spending more, does it worth it? Do you understand? Because there has to be a foregone alternative. So does it worth it? Even the discount they are giving you, do you need the product at that particular point in time? Is it something that can wait? You can just keep for it, something you can wait. That's number one. Do you plan for it? Like the way you can plan for a discount. They call some Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday is usually November. I think it even started also. But you can actually plan for your Black Friday from January. Do you understand?
You save money.
You plan ahead. It's not that it just comes sudden. People just find to play around our impulse. To make us to just, and whatever you spend money on impulse, you pay for it, and that thing will pay for it because of the concept of opportunity cost. Do you understand? So that's what I feel, people just like in a sales rule, create scarcity. Once you create scarcity, create urgency, people will respond. Find a way to put in fear. You understand? Put in fear to it, put in some frustration to it, and garnish it with aspiration. people will buy.
Who will buy? All right. So in your experience, right? How do you think shoppers or buyers can identify when an offer is a good deal, right, and when it is just buying out of impulsiveness, right? How do you think they can strike a balance between buying the right thing and buying something that they just want to buy because of how cheap it came at that particular time?
Okay, so if for me, if we're defining the concept of right, buying the right thing, I think it's on two perspectives. What you buy, is it right, and when you buy it, I think these two factors have to come into interplay. You can buy the right thing, but at the wrong time, it's not right. Do you understand? So, and what defined the right time when you buy it is your own personal needs, according to your scale of preference. How do you need it? Do you understand? It's a personal thing. That is why we cannot overemphasize the concept of proper planning in our spending. In our spending, if we have a proper plan in our spending, you understand, it will go a long way to save us so many costs from all this impulsive buying, all these tactics that you and I used to use in sales. Do you understand? So what's actually knowing the right thing to buy is a personal thing. That is your personal need, your expectations. Do you understand? When do you need it? Is it the right time? Is it something that we wait? So if it's the right time and you have planned to reach, it's a good time for you to actually, if the discount comes, it's a good time for you to actually leverage on the discount. But when it becomes wrong, is because if you didn't plan for it, no plan, no budget, because you saw it, you now start acting on impulse. Anything you act on impulse, it will disrupt your another item will pay for it. You
So
understand?
basically, the major advice is that people should plan ahead for and have a scale of preference for things that are much more important to them, and those that are not that important should be kept, or it's also maybe I want to get something now, but it's not actually the right time. Maybe I don't have enough funds to cover everything. I should just choose the one that is much more important to get first before moving on to others. That's a very beautiful perspective. So guys, we're going to be going on a short break, and when we're back, our amazing guests are going to give us much more things to take home. Bye guys, stay tuned.
Are your financial goals just out of reach? What if you had access to a community that provides strategic investment opportunities in crypto, stocks, and real estate? Welcome to WealthGate, where your aspiration of building substantial net worth become achievable. Imagine the power of making informed investment decisions with the backing of expert advice and a supportive network. At WealthGate, we offer exclusive opportunities to invest in high growth potential assets. Whether it's the latest in crypto, promising stocks, or lucrative real estate, we provide the insights you need to thrive. Step into a future where your investments are working for you, steadily building your net worth. Join a community committed to your financial success and transform your wealth building aspirations into tangible achievements. With WealthGate, you're not just investing, you're creating a legacy of financial prosperity. Start your journey today and unlock the full potential of your investments. Call the numbers showing on your screen to get started.
Welcome back, guys. Don't forget, we're actually choosing the topic, the psychology of sales. Are festive discounts really worth it? Right. This is still the Green Zone Podcast Show. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to those of your friends and family you know that are impulsive buyers. I mean, they need this information. We both know that we all fall victim to it at every point in time, or at one point or another. So like, comment, and share this video to your friends and families so that they can get vital information they need to not become a beggar, in quotes, when the festive period is over. Right. So Our next question for you, sir. Are you ready for us? All right. So, what role does emotional spending play during the holiday season, and how can individuals stay mindful of their financial goals? What role does emotional spending play during the festive season, and how can one or individuals stay mindful of their financial goals?
Okay. The role emotional spending play during the holiday season is that, because sales is all about emotion. I would say it's 70%
70%
emotion,
emotion.
then 30% logic. So somebody who understands how to play with emotions will be a very good salesman. Because we are emotionally human, right? So what it means that you know how to play with people pain, you know how to play around people's frustration, you know how to play around people's aspiration, their
Desires.
desire, their what they love, what is you think that they think that is important to them. So if you know how to play around those things, you will become a very good salesman. So now the role it plays is that emotional spending. Emotional spending simply means it is spending without thinking.
Yeah.
It
That
is
logic.
without logic. It is spending without paper,
Counting the
without
cost.
counting the cost first. Most times it is spending that first attack with the eyes. That it's spending that goes into the brain. Right? So it is spending that eyes did the work more. The brain didn't do the much work. You understand? So, and when the eyes do the work more without the brain more, right? Most times, it's impulsive,
Wow. Wow. I mean,
right?
I'm learning.
Right. Most times it's impulsive, and most times the cost is usually higher because it's not justified, right? So that the cost it tends to attract more costs. Right, as you made mention, you say begging. Sometimes it leads to extravagant, just buying something you don't really need because there is no justification. So that is the role. The role you play. It makes you to spend on impulse, and when you spend on impulsive spending, most times it is spending that come from the eyes, right? The feelings, the body, the feelings of the body, right? The ear now negate the thinking, the logic, right? So when a spending that's attributed to what we see most times, these are our eyes, and what we perceive, our feelings at that particular point in time, and what we hear, and now forget the logic aspect of it, it becomes an impulsive. And when spending is based on such thing, right, or such decision, right, without the logic, most times, not all the time, but most times, there has to be a price to pay. I mean, there has to be a price to pay. So it means, and the price you are paying, somebody is enjoying it. You know what I'm trying to say? The price you pay for a thing,
Because
somebody has to
the
be
person
enjoying
that sells to you
it. Of course,
enjoys it.
enjoy it. And that is what somebody has to be. There has to be an interplace. Money has to leave you and land somewhere else. And for the money to leave you, it means somebody has to pay the price. Nothing just comes for free.
For free, yeah.
So, and sales people understand these things, and that's why they're able to use all these mechanisms to make you to spend on the impulse. Because when you spend on impulse, you pay for it. You pay for it. I mean, so when you pay for it, reward somebody. They have to reward it. Have to receive the reward for themselves, right? So that is it basically.
Wow. All right. I'm actually learning a lot. I mean, so on a final note, right? What practical tips would you give to consumers to avoid falling into the trap of overspending while still taking advantage of the festive discounts? I mean, a lot of people. I mean, you mentioned having a plan earlier.
Yeah.
It's one thing to set a plan, and another thing to stick to the plan. So, what practical tips can you give to the audience, those listening to us right now, to help them to curb overspending, but still partake in the festivities of this period?
Okay. For me, I mean this question. Okay, but let me see how it will go. A very, very tricky question because and you say last week they will attack me. You and I are safe people, but this is a green podcast. We have to be very honest.
Yeah.
We have to be very honest.
Shake those
We have
tables. Shake the tables. Shake the tables.
So but let's first thing first is that nothing is urgent. You agree with me? Nothing is really urgent. Only thing that is urgent, it will be somebody's life is at danger. I mean, nothing is really urgent. Those things you are seeing is artificial urgency, artificial scarcity that made you to just make you to start thinking. You just try to start to create an imagined need for yourself when you see urgency. So whenever you see urgency on a product or on a service, you start thinking, start trying to create emergency need on your head. Right? Emergency need on your head. Are you with me? So for me, nothing is really urgent. Right? Nothing is really urgent. Then number two, I would also advise customers, don't chase discounts. I mean, what do you mean? Don't chase discounts. Instead, plan for a discount. Don't chase discounts.
Don't chase discounts. Plan for the discounts.
Plan for a discount. Right? Then number three, I can say is this opportunity comes, but nothing like opportunity. Only once opportunity in a lifetime. Nah, nothing like that. Nothing like once you lose it in a lifetime, you won't get it again. Nah, nothing like that. My personal belief. Right? Opportunity will always revolve themselves. There is always an opportunity. So, all these things we are discussing is just centered around personal finance, personal planning. This November now, in the very soon we enter the festive period. December, so many noises here and there, and some sellers understand the noise. They enjoy it when there is so much noise in the market. Right? Because at that noise, so many people get distracted. What noise does is it distracts so many people. Right? And a seller will always take advantage of your distraction to make money. Right? So most businesses thrive when there is a distraction, when you are confused. And that distraction comes with confusion. So, and what discount does is that once you see a discount on a product, we are discussing discount, that's our major topic, one of the psychological factors. It keeps you in a state of mental, unstable. You start confusing, so many thoughts start coming in, you start a kind of putting in a state of confusion.
What do I buy? What do I not buy?
Some things like that. I started thinking, this one is better, this one is this.
I have to give this person a gift. I have to give someone a gift. Things that are not even.
And that is that's what they want to achieve. They always want to penetrate you and put you on that state of confusion. So when they now put you on that state of confusion, now I back it up with something like discounts, urgency, and all of it. You don't have any. You have to fall for the trap. You will fall. You will fall. And as we said, there's always opportunity cost for everything. Always know. What I would advise our listeners is always know that there's an opportunity cost. The money you spend for commodity, for eggs, for tomato, right? If you spend more in tomato, know that you spend less in Maggi. And you need tomato and Maggi to cook a good stew, for example. Right. So the question is that the money you are spending for tomato, because there is a much discount in it, does it worth it? Do you need that at that particular point in time? Do you understand? Do you really need it? Is it according to your plan? So what I would say is that always have the 1 year plan. Live according to your budget. Don't
live above your means.
Don't live above your means.
Have a budget to impress anyone.
You don't have to live to impress anybody. And that's where maturity has to come to interplay. Just you don't need to impress anybody. Just if you know how much you spend, have a plan for it. Know how much you earn. Know how you can spend it. Know how much you spend. Know how much you save. Know how much you can, you know. But anybody who does not have that plan, that Excel, most times the Excel spreadsheet. My boss, Mr. Mawa will say something that he always has an Excel spreadsheet. Once income comes, if you put it on that Excel spreadsheet, it splits your money for you. So you don't need to put yourself on necessary pressure. So if you have that kind of plan, have a Excel spreadsheet. Excel is very free. It's free. You don't need to buy anything. Or there's some online apps you can download that help you to do some of those things. So if you structure it, if you are receiving 200,000, you put it there, it automatically splits the 200,000 for you. So you know what you are spending on a particular commodity. So you won't fall the trap of discount and all of those things. Impulsive buying that you don't need. So I think it will go a long way.
Amazing. Amazing. So guys, you've heard from the horse's mouth directly, right? This has been an amazing session so far. I mean, I have learned a lot personally, because this thing is not something that we outgrow all of a sudden, right? It's a gradual thing.
Yeah.
And personally, I can say that I'm very sure that I would use my finances well even during this festive period, because I have learned quite a lot of things from even the things that you have said. So guys, to all our listeners out there, like I said, share this video to those people that you know need this information. We all have friends, we all have family members that love to spend, I can say, let me say, on unnecessary things just because they want to impress people or for extravagance sake, right? So guys, once again, it's been great being your amazing host on this show. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel down the link below, and special thanks of appreciation to our amiable sponsors, the Manuel Olabi company, for providing this avenue for us to do this for you guys on a weekly basis for the sake of learning for free. And so we'll meet again, guys. I remain Spec, and I'm your amiable.
Are you ready to break free from financial stress and achieve the life of your dreams?
I am Mayowa Owolabi. I am here to help you unlock the door to your financial freedom.
Imagine having a personalized financial roadmap tailored specifically for you, guiding you every step of the way. At the Money Clinic, you'll receive one-on-one consultations with Mayowa Owolabi, a renowned financial expert dedicated to transforming lives.
Every health has its own peculiarity. Likewise, every financial challenge or any status you have financially has its own approach. So reach out to Money Clinic right now, where your journey to financial freedom begins.
Whether you're struggling with debt, looking to invest, or simply want to create a sustainable financial plan, the Money Clinic is your ultimate solution. We'll work together to identify your goals, overcome obstacles, and build a strategy that works for you. Don't let financial worries hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards financial freedom today. Join Mayowa Olabi at the Money Clinic and let's make your financial dreams a reality. Spaces are limited, so secure your spots now. Call 090-6193-4347 to get started. The Money Clinic by Mayowa Olabi is where your financial freedom starts.